What's up? What's up, man? What's up? I want y'all to feel like you're in America. And if I've got any viewers from America, I want to say I reached 18 days of NoFap today. I had to double check for 2 seconds. One, two. Yeah, 18 days. Can you believe it? Was that American enough? Because guess what? I am contacting you all the way down under, down under, down, more south than Louisiana. I'm Australian, mate. I'm as crocky as it gets, mate. There's a movie, and can't put my name on it because I wasn't acting in it. I mean, I was a Robert Downey Jr. Tropic Thunder. I watched Tropic Thunder not that long ago. Amazing movie, and I loved Robert Downey Jr.'s Australian accent. He was a black guy too. He looked black. That was pretty cool. Only Robert Downey Jr. can do it. And did you know he used to have a heroin addiction? So did Andrew Zimmerman. Anyway, it is 5:59 a.m., almost 6 a.m., and I woke up at 3:30 a.m. Then I went back to sleep after listening to a Swami lecture, which was really cool. And I've gone to 2 temples, day 18 of my NoFap journey, and I've gone to 2 temples. 3 spiritual gatherings in the last 3 days. That's what I spent my weekend doing. I didn't drink, I didn't sleep, I didn't fornicate, I didn't do drugs, I didn't smoke cigarettes. No, I went to temples with my Australian friends, like Aussie, like, well, I mean, Alison, she's from Poland, and, she rocked up to the temple, and she just had Vivudi, or like ash, holy ash, don't let me get my other people out. And she had ash, which is like usually from cow dung, burnt up cow dung. And she walked in, and everyone was just flipping out. Everyone was like, "What? Whoa!" And some people were like, "What's she doing here?" And some people were like, "Whoa, this is really cool. She's like representing the culture." She came around, she prayed, and she loved it. She particularly loves this god. He's called Kala Bhairava. This is at Sydney Murugan Temple in Sydney, towards around Parramatta, the river where it ends from the harbour. People loved it, and she loved it. So that was really cool. I'm going to get her to come in and talk to you guys at some point, probably next week, just before we go to the temple, and hopefully we can get some shots or angles of her in the temple. She also tried Uppam for the first time, which is at the temple for $3, and that's made out of jaggery, which is palm sugar. People climb up trees, get the palm sugar, and they put it in, and it's sweet. You dip it in. Oh, Uppam, it's so beautiful. So subscribe. Make sure you subscribe, and I will subscribe back to you. I'm pretty good at that. About 60% good at that. But hey, I can get better. Now, the benefits of NoFap. So energy, 6 hours. I went to sleep for 6 hours, and now I'm up, and I'm so invigorated. When I woke up at 3:30 a.m., I was like peaking. I was peaking. Not like, oh, I don't want to be awake. No, like gathering knowledge and stuff. You will feel ahead of everybody else, unless you're with fellow NoFappers. I mean, obviously when you're with spiritual people, priests, swamis, gurus, you're going to feel very comfortable in their presence because they have been doing what you're trying to do for a long time. So naturally, one will gravitate towards those things. And that's what I've been finding with myself. I've been gravitating towards those things because I've been to the temple 3 times this weekend. And I'm trying to find more and more spiritual events. I've been meditating. I've been listening to lectures. Even the old music I used to listen to, I don't listen to it as much because I feel like I was trying to seek some sort of spirituality with that music. Nothing against that music. Some of that music is really cool. Future. Oh, I love it. But I'm also searching other things as well. It's not my 24-hour kind of thing. Also, I didn't feel like smoking. There was a second, a little while when I was asking my dad, please, I want to go out. But that was dissipated when I was able to get my Aussie friend Ali, and she was able to come down. So that was really cool. I got a nice group together of spiritual people. So don't feel bad when you're alone with the NoFap. Trust me, and it is very hard to trust. I can feel my old self. In fact, I would talk to him right now. Dylan, from day 12, NoFap, you were feeling very lonely and very frustrated and feeling like nobody else was here, especially after your London cousin had left, and she left. So you're really upset. But now it is worth it, because spiritual friends, deep and meaningful friends, they will find you, and they have found you. And that's what happens. Or I have found them. And it develops and develops in more depth, uniqueness, and diversity, because previously my lifestyle was so consistently the same bore of going out and drinking and mucking about. I mean, I'm not going to say I'm not going to go out, but you know what I mean. That was the lifestyle. That was all I did. That was all I looked forward to. And it just, oh, it just got pretty empty. I think that was the main thing about doing drugs all the time. You know, my ice use, it just got so empty. There was nothing there. So now I've found that my spirituality, and I can see why Robert Downey and you have all these people like Andrew Zimmerman who are heavy, like hard drug users, and they convert the energy not necessarily into spirituality, or religion, but it becomes a spiritual thing. And by that I mean discipline. They're able to discipline themselves. Discipline has increased, and with discipline comes other disciplined people. Because they're able to everybody's got interests. You know what I mean? Like, you will come across people everywhere, in a pub, in a club, everywhere on the trees, with nice passions and interests. Probably more passionate and more interested about things than you are. You know what I mean? And that's cool. Cars, I got people all over, they're interested and passionate about people. But the question is, how disciplined are they to go out and become a mechanic? How disciplined are they to go out and convert that raw energy? There's this place called Bougainville next to Papua New Guinea. They had a big civil war with Australia, who sent out like PNG people to go and fight there. And these guys were cut off. The island was cut off, so they couldn't get anything. So what they did was they started getting coconuts, and they made fuel out of coconuts. They got water and waterfalls, and they made hydroelectricity out of that. And, similar situation to Jaffna back in the day when Jaffna was cut off, and, the whole Sri Lankan civil war. The point is, whoever you are, as a human being, the ingenuity, not even that, as nature, as an element and entity within nature, the ability to be genius, it's there. It's inert. No matter how many people try to block it off, generally it's yourself. Now I've completely forgotten, and I love it. Do you ever have those moments when you forget what you're talking about, and you've just got to build up, like, say things that you always say, and then that kind of changes involved as you go? So yeah, NoFap, it's amazing, and it's attracting spiritual goodness, different vibes into my life. I never thought this was possible. I mean, me right now with a camera talking to myself at 6 in the morning, like, when I probably should have done it at 3. It's just ridiculous. How invigorated, how good do I feel? I'm not in the corner going puffing up, like I'm not doing anything. I'm just chill. Well, I will be doing something, because I'm going to go for a run with my dog after this. And, my dog's happy. I pat him every night. I feel good. My sleep is good. My dreams are amazing. Things just keep on going, getting better. So anyway, I'm going to leave it at that. And that was my NoFap Day 18. Thank you very much. Bing!